See,
That
even
was
Cole,
such a odd-
like even Cole, like, cause I heard the Cole pack when I woke up that night. I think the first one I heard was the Climb Back,
Was the
and
first-
That
before
shit was
Cole
dope.
said a word on it, I felt it.
Yeah.
That's what I mean, just about the fabric of your shit, the soul of your shit, and that's not a color thing. Again, I brought up Russ. Russ makes music that I feel a lot of the time. Sometimes
Well, and
he also makes his white boy music.
Let's not act like M doesn't have feeling when it comes to white rappers. Probably one of the more feeling rappers that you could bring up. So no, I don't think you're suggesting it's a color thing.
Gotta explain it for the idiots out there.
Just
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely not a color thing. I felt this Climb Back shit before J. Cole said a word. Both of these tracks were. I love the beats.
Yeah, me
Climb
too.
Back is the one though.
The first one.
For
Is that
me,
the
at
first
least.
one?
Yes, the
Yeah.
first
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
For me, at least.
Yeah, me too.
Then don't say it's the one so definitively. Then.
For me, it's the one.
And what do you mean by the one? Come on, elaborate.
Well, out of a 2-pack, you compare it because that's just what we do in hip hop. It's the one that I prefer. I like Cole with that type of sample and beat and just rapping. I like hearing Cole's perspective. I like to hear where Cole can just tell us what's going on in his life without it having to be part of an album, a pressure of competing with the other two gentlemen in his tier, when he can just tell us what the fuck is going on and how he thinks in this moment. I like Lucy's a lot from people like Cole.
Me too.
I like him from Drake.
Although I think
I like him from people that can just get their shit off without any pressure that this has to be part of an album. I can just tell you what's going on, and I'm a great rapper, and I'm going to pick a beat that's minimal, that has a good sample, an easy drum pattern. I'm going to talk my shit.
I think he did say these are from the album though, for what it's worth.
Oh, great. Well, then never mind. But
Yeah.
still, my point still stands
Yeah, no, I'm with
of
you,
not
man.
having any pressure of this needs to be on a chart.
Right.
Like, I'll just talk.
They're still going to chart.
Of course they will.
Yeah.
No, of course. I mean, where they are in their careers, it will. But they don't have to subscribe to whatever the single-esque pattern is.
I'm glad Cole is liking the T- connection.
Yeah. T minus.
I mean, yeah,
It works well.
Yeah.
It works
This
well.
is one of his best, to me, one of his best lyrical performances on the Climb Back.
You think so?
Yeah, by far.
No, I think he rapped his ass off on this.
by far.
I think
think
that's.
that
I just
Cole-
think that's a big statement because Cole can
like
really rap.
he jumped in and out of a lot of different flows.
There was a lot of lyrical venom on this one.
Lyrical venom.
This was
Well, no, and this isn't a time to go back to shit on Logic, but this is kind of my point of people that can just rap. We all know Cole can rap. We all know Logic can rap. I appreciated what was being said in these things.
See, and that's where Joe becomes the bad guy.
what?
Because that's different raps.
Who? Between who?
It's content. It's not the ability to rhyme and flow. Can hear what you're saying. I
Like
can
saying,
feel
I
what
know
you're saying.
Coogee rap can rap. Yes, we know A+ can rap, but whoa. Yes, those two things are true.
But
No,
But
there not
stop.
there not too many people that can rap with J. Cole.
Night and day.
And Cole keeps getting better.
Yeah,
honestly.
that's what I said. This
Yeah.
is to me. This is his best lyrical performance. To me,
Yeah.
like the way he was flowing on this and what he was talking about, the content. Like this was like I enjoyed this. I might have listened to this. I just kept this looping for like
Me too.
maybe an hour.
Yeah, I played this shit a good 5-6 times.
Yeah, this was special. This was special. Lion King was dope too, though.
I liked it too. Yeah.
It was the Lion King was probably a better song overall, but this was a statement. The Climb Back was the statement. Like I rap better than all of y'all.
Right.
Sounds like both of y'all playing that. Both of y'all playing that.
Look forward to whatever you're doing, Cole.
This was a statement.
Yeah.
Like this was
Yeah.
definitely a statement to a lot of the
Yeah.
other rappers out there. He's again, this is my favorite J. Cole lyrics to date. Definitely.
Well, he's retiring as well, Mo.
Is he?
I don't know if that's been announced though. That's
I mean, he
conjecture, isn't
alluded
it?
to that, and he wanted his last album to be called The Fall Off. So there you go.
Yeah, we'll see.
Oh, I don't think he's actually retiring.
Yeah. I don't know if Logic's actually retired. So
Wish well to both of them.
absolutely.
Well,
And they're-
somebody got to follow this. Who is going to be
What?
this type of lyrical performance from the rappers in this tier?
No one has said
I don't
Candyman
think
yet.
that.
Yeah,
I don't think somebody has to follow that.
I think so.
Listen, Drake, Cole, and Kendrick are getting the fuck out of here, and they're gonna make room for the Roddies and the Babies and just a different style that is gonna dominate the next 10 years. I've said that here before. I don't know. I'm old. Don't listen to me. But no, I think that we should appreciate Cole, Kendrick, and Drake, and Sean, and Wale, and that whole class the same way we appreciate the class of '03 in the draft.
I have a take that I'm gonna save for when
If you're gonna make us
those
sad again,
three.
then I'm getting the fuck out of here.
No more
Listen,
sad.
sexual abuse is a thing. I do have a take about when those 3, 4, 5 all retire that I'm going to save, but
Why you
that
saving
will
it?
be the biggest change in hip hop ever.
As it stands right now. If you're looking at the field, I agree.
To make room, yeah, this would be that'd be the biggest change in hip
I don't
hop
think they'll
ever.
retire.
Yeah, they're not going nowhere
Yeah.
though. I don't know why y'all feeding into
They
that.
might slow down, but retire. I don't
Okay, slow down. It'll be the biggest
They
change
already have
in
started
hip
to slow
hop.
down a little bit.
Period.
It just doesn't make sense as an artist to retire right now.
Right.
I don't like the way you could just stream music. Like it just, you can put out music when you want. It just doesn't, I don't understand why you would even entertain that. Like why? This era right here. It's easy to put music out. It's easy for people to find your catalog. It's easy
This
for
is
you
the
to stream
podcast
shit.
where y'all never even attempt to understand another way outside of your own thoughts. What do you mean you can't figure out why somebody would want to retire?
Because
right now?
as
They can still-
an artist, it's super easy to sell music and get your music out there now.
Yeah,
That's
but if
why.
you no longer have the passion for it, why put out some bullshit and ruin your legacy? Or
No,
you just,
don't
or
ever
you
put.
just
I'm
don't
just
want to
saying,
do it.
when you say retire, you don't have to like stop making music. Is what I'm saying.
Right.
You could keep doing this. Put out a little 2-pack. Put some videos out.
I don't
Put
know, well, if you have no fulfillment in making music anymore and want to move on to other ventures, I understand that.
There are more and more of our rappers that are slowing down the release of music, not speeding it up.
and there are a lot of rappers that release a lot now because of the streaming.
The younger ones.
And then there's a lot of main artists, like big artists, that put out a lot of songs on their projects because of streaming.
Every artist don't feel like you're saying.
I'm not saying every artist does. I'm saying I just don't understand why you would stop making music in this era. It just doesn't
agree.
make sense.
Especially for someone that, like a lot of these guys that we're talking about, don't even do a lot of press or any of the things that are perceived as negative as being an artist.
Just put the music out.
Like they don't have to because they're going to put it out and it's going to do numbers. Like they don't have to run around and do all the shit.
That's all I'm saying. It's not the same pressures as it was years ago of making an album. It's like you can, whenever you're ready.
Yeah.
Some artists have that luxury. Whenever you're ready, go.
Right.
It's still pressure.
Thank you, Roy. All
For
the
who?
shit that they keep saying.
It's mad pressure.
Yeah, all of that shit is cool. There's still mad people that don't feel like y'all are saying.
No, I'm saying to the ones that like Coles. Y'all saying he's alluding to retiring.
I think there's
just don't
more
understand
pressure
why he would
to
even think
Cole
about
than
that.
any other artist.
Why?
Because you've now been revered as a great, and you have to deliver to what your older catalog is.
No, you
That's-
don't. You just have to be who you are. Cole just has to be Cole. He doesn't have to try to fit into no new sound, no new
not
look,
what I'm-
new trends.
It's not what I'm talking about. The pressure of
Cole's whole career,
chasing your
he's-
back
he sounded
catalog
like he didn't
is
wanna be
really
here.
tough.
His whole career, he sounded like the guy who didn't want to be here at all. So now
don't
that,
agree with that.
he's at, it's my opinion, my take from it. So now that he's at the end and reached the top of the mountain, and he's saying, "Yo, I think I'm off it." Like, who the fuck are y'all to say, "Yo, I don't get it"? He's only been
We're
telling
the
y'all.
fans. That's who we are. The most important part of the culture.
Which is the pressure I'm talking about.
No, I'm not dictating my life by what the fuck the fans are saying. What are you talking
No,
about?
no, not
Well, you also can't
dictate
say
your
that.
life.
A lot of artists do.
Not dictate your life.
I
to
don't
what
think
the fans
Cole
are saying.
does.
Oh no, I don't think.
And
he
I'm
does
not
either.
getting into this argument Because I'm just saying everybody don't feel like that. That's all. It's shocking to me to hear them say
Well,
that.
no, Cole responds in music to a lot of the critiques of Twitter and of social media. So yeah, I think I'm not saying he cares, but he cares enough to reply to it in his music, and I think he deeply cares about his fans.
And this is
Cole
his bag.
already was dropping, taking 3 and 4 years between projects. Name me the artist in
I don't know,
year
4.
Yeah, no.
That's steep. 2 at most.
No way.
3.
But he was
I mean-
still active though. Don't make it seem like he didn't put anything out in 4
I'm
years. He's
saying
still active.
Yeah, but I'm saying name me the artist that in year 13 kicked it up to the highest of frequencies. The guy that was at the top already.
Minus mixtapes.
Wouldn't it slow down? Wouldn't they want to pull back?
I'm not saying you
Wouldn't
can't.
they want to step away? Wouldn't they want to further their label?
I'm
Wouldn't
not
they want
saying.
to?
I'm just talking about. I just don't understand how you would.
What's another telltale sign of that is Cole on tour.
Yes, he do. What are you talking
He
about?
does, yeah.
Tours
And
he
also-
tours a shit ton. He
also
does
the
all
art-
HBO documentaries about him. He has a deal. Like,
In
yeah.
regard to the
Oh,
label,
no,
he does
thing,
arenas.
in regard to the label thing that you just mentioned too, he just wrote an article for, I forgot what the website was, but he was talking about, I brought it up in the last podcast. He was talking about wanting to be in the NBA and stuff, but then he was talking about the label, and he realized that the only way for the label to really get popping is for him to be associated with it, not just as a CEO type, essentially.
He has to be
I'm
active.
paraphrasing, but
An active
that's how
artist.
you bring the light to the label. You
Of
can't. You don't
course.
bring the light to the label by just hiding in the back and
No.
putting signing people. Like that's not going to help.
No,
Well,
you
you're
have to be
saying
active
you
in their
don't have,
careers.
you don't have him being serious about his retirement at all.
I don't think so.
So I understand what you're saying.
And
I
I'm saying
have him-
I'm saying what he wrote in the article about wanting to make his label pop currently, and that required him putting out music on said label and with said artists to bring light to them.
Makes
i.e. the
sense.
Dreamville,
Exactly.
Revenge of the Dreamers Part 3.
Exactly.
Makes sense.
And no, Cole's never went more than 2 years album-wise.
And listen, I could totally see him falling back
With
on
mixtape.
frequency, but I don't think he's retiring. But I could be wrong. I don't know.
You just mixtape. You said with mixtapes.
I'm not including the mixtapes.
Oh,
That's
got it.
albums only 2 years, and he
Get
put
outta
out
here. Let me look
the Revenge of the Dreamers shit in between. Of course, early in his career, he did a bunch of mixtapes.
2011, 2013, 14.
16, 18.
No, that's a tour. That's a tour. These are tours.
What are you
With
talking
albums.
about? Right
I'm
here.
looking at there. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, under
Yeah, no, I'm
under
asking.
studio albums.
2011, 2013, 2014, 2016, 2018, 2020. What a guy.
Yeah.
What a fucking man.
What a guy.
That guy's a man. I still got him getting the fuck out of here on y'all. I ain't changing. I
He
ain't
ain't
changing
going
that.
nowhere, man.
All right, we shall
Ain't
see.
going nowhere.